Alrighty. Well, I'm doing a bit of roof repair on this show here, and I'm going to show you a few bits and bobs. This is actually 3 different kinds of roof sheets in this one building. My mum said at the time, "Oh, why don't you go and get all new roof sheets?" And I said, "Mum, why have I hung on to all this crap for years and then I'm not going to use it?" So I ended up with quite a mash-up of stuff. So up the end there, we've got original sheets that were, well, basically found blowing around this place. Believe it or not, regardless of the way you can see all little bits lumped up and stuff like that, that's actually really waterproof. Now this here is offcuts that I got back in 2004 when I used to work at the Pergola place. And this here is basically, I believe most of it's from a pergola that was basically built in '94. And this spent quite a lot of time in storage along with this stuff here. Long and short of it is, you know, you can get some massive span widths. See, there's beam there, and you can see the other one under there. Well, batten, that's the word. There's a third batten up near where that piece of wood is. Yeah, and basically you can get some fantastic span lengths with all this steel. Not so much with polycarbonate that, let's face it, it's had, you know, almost 20 years worth of use. And on top of that, there's a side that's supposed to face the sun. Well, to stop water draining inside, yeah, I think I have got it the right way up anyway. Yeah, I have, because that's silicon over the old holes. Stupidly enough, look at this bullshit. There it goes to there. That's all only friggin' not even 12 inches long, and I've gone and put that on that end. Bugger knows why. I used to have a lot of trouble with it flapping on the other end. Now, I don't know if over that wood you can see there's actually a little bit of RHS. It's only like, oh, it's crap. It's like 15 mil, which is like a bit over half an inch. You can see the end of it there next to that bit of stick there as it goes. That end used to flap up and down. It used to drive me fucking mad. So I got a bit of that RHS, and I've actually got little, I do too, little plastic plugs in the end of it, and it's galvanised. That's to stop it flapping. And then I also threw up this bit of wood and that stick. Unfortunately, she flaps a little bit too much, and well, that was all just flapping away, and I just tore off the last little bit here that was still holding. As this is just banging for fucking weeks, it was banging away, driving me nuts. I got a wood clamp there. It's a cheap bloody $2 wood clamp I got, marked down from, I don't know, like $5 each or something, or maybe even. It's one of those ones where I got about like 24 of the same wood clamps. It's one of those ones. You can see she's just flapping away there in the wind right now. Hopefully the wind isn't affecting too much of the microphone. I just put my finger over the microphone then. Yeah, you can see right there, she's flapping. Anyway, she flapped well enough that it actually broke right out around where this screw was as well. Yeah, there was a screw there. So anyway, long and short of it is this corner here is all, that's the flashing there, that's all ready to come off. We're not really supposed to be having very much of a breeze, but this is not the usual direction it comes from, but of course there's going to be a little bit of one. Yesterday it wasn't raining, and I could have done it yesterday, but I felt like having a day out, and went up to the Capitol, got a few bits and bobs, which you'll see at some point. Anyway, today and tomorrow ain't raining, but I haven't had bugger all sleep. I've had about 4 hours sleep last night, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to at least try and pull this down today and probably re-put in more silver paper, which is what this shit is. See, it's like a plastic Hessian. Oh, fuck it. As some of you will know, that grain bags, wheat bags, feed bags, a little bit like this. And to make it breathable, they make a silver paper version of this stuff. And I got a couple of rolls of this when I was, well, fixing up the house basically. But she's no good in the sunlight, so she's all flaked up and just hanging down. You can see it's all messed up over there. So there's a little bit of that to strip out. I've pulled out a lot of that from inside as I'm doing laundry, and it's because, you know, all the washing machines are, basically the washing machines are inside here, because this is my laundry, and instead of pretty much from the steel on there, that's like the storage area where I've got plywood and other random old bullshit and old computers and shit I haven't used in years and fucking a lot of old crap basically. The plywood in there is actually going to end up going in the kitchen on the ceiling at some point, so you'll get to see all that. And you've probably already seen the weatherboards going on. So anyway, we're going to put all as it's been hanging down. I can't keep ripping it off. There's still a little bit left over there, but I'll take all that out as well. But this stuff, it just shakes too much, doesn't go well with the wind, and because of the span length, while the steel doesn't have a problem, this crap has been bowing, you know, with a bit of weight of rainwater on it and stuff like that. It's just crap. And I've got a decent angle on this thing, don't worry about that, you know. This drops a good bloody 4 inches over the length of the blooming roof, but it still bows with any weight at all, you know. And I had a point there where I think there's one bit here somewhere that I had to keep trying to, you know, hold up to keep the bloody rainwater from not pooling up on the damn thing. And I think it might have been this area here that's turned to shit, but anyway, she's all not very straight as you can tell, but that's a little bit to do with the fact that all this roof is actually on an angle, like it's curved, it's not actually straight that way, a lot of it's sort of slightly that way. Just the shape of the building. And I've got a whole heap of water stains. All this shit here is all water stains. So I don't know if it's been blown back up from here and creeping in or how it's got in, but considering it's pretty good here, I think it might have even been coming in from this, just leaching its way through. I used all the proper ones with the little rubber sucker bits on them and everything like that, but as you might be able to see down there, it's probably too low definition, but anyway, that's the next project on the go.